Hello, everybody. It is Monday. Should we see what the date is? I look a bit haggard. It is Monday the 9th. It's Monday the 9th of September. How can it be September already? Hey, Annie. Yes. We are going down to Hillside now. I'm just trying to get my little tripod. We're going down to Hillside. I've had some requests. So I sound out of breath today, don't I? I have some requests to see some of my baby stuff down in Hillside, so I hope you all like that. And Annie's going to come down. Annie's been spending time with Mummy today. And it is windy here, but it is sunny. And Mummy's out of breath a little bit. My allergy is not very good. That's why my eyes are puffy and I look a bit haggard. Oh, I forgot the hoover. I really want to hoover up in here because I've been playing with mini sand to make a mini scene. So Mummy's got, I have to put you in the chair, Annie, and go back up and get the hoover because I've got mini sand everywhere. Let me just quickly show you. Been making this mini scene. I'll turn you around because at the moment you're just on little one. So like these are like school children from the Sylvanians, but I wanted to make another board. Trouble with the mat board is if you glue the whole thing, so like I've been putting Mod Podge on, it goes rock hard and it doesn't become flat anymore. So can you see that? It's no longer flat. That's the foam board. It's dried. So it's better just to put paper over it or just to paint it. But I actually like creating a proper effect. So that's what I've been doing. But I've got little bits of it all over the floor. So I need to get the hoover right quick. And there we go. So Annie's decided she would like to play with this. This is like the latest walker that we got given. So I've done a video on this, opening it. And thank you very much, everybody. So Annie, this is, I had a little nut tree, nothing would it bear, but a silver nutmeg and a golden pear. The King of Spain's daughter came to visit me, and all because of my little nut tree. Thank you for reminding me what this one was, folks, in the comments. I love that. So yeah, I thought today I'd just do a catch up, coffee and a chat, and because yes, I was asked about my vintage bits and pieces down here. Caroline, can we see a bit more? Well, the prams are covered up at the moment. Oh, I think what I'll do is, so we had the baby boys in here, didn't we? We had Henry and Elijah in them last. I kind of like painted this bed for this this baby here. And there isn't anything new to show my regular viewers. I've just done a screen here. So when I take a photo of this scene, Sylvanian scene, that it's got a background to it. And then I also, this is the hamster one. Oh, Dad's trying to get down. You're right there, Dad. Do you need some help? You hamsters are meant to be great at climbing down, aren't they? So this is the hamster's wheel. And this is the little hamster house. And then if I put that green board behind it. Oh, so you went up to fetch the ball down, did you, for the kids? Ah, right. I think I can hear a tantrum going on in there. Someone's fallen over. So that green backing board I just showed you will go behind there. And then when I take photos, this is what the hamster hideout will look like. The Hamiltons. They're called the Hamiltons. And baby in there is causing trouble by the looks of it. Shall I give you a hand there, Mum? Hey, is he or she causing you trouble? I think it's a he. Is he causing you trouble, is he? There you go. Dearie me. That's he causing trouble for your mum. So there we go. This here is part of for a fish tank. So I just cut it in half. So we could just use it to make something. I just really wanted to use it, and it's just an ideal little plaything for the littles. And then I just paint and add bits. So this is when you get the mini brands. Let's Create. So the ones like, have I got one to hand here? No, I don't think. Let's Create flowers. I've got a little bird. I'll show you in a minute. I've got a little bird feeder, and I've got 2 lots of flowers out of Let's Create, mini brands Let's Create. And you can keep like the dome that it's in, and you can make a stand for it. But this would make a really good hamster wheel. Dad, it's got to go this way, Dad. That's why the feet are in there, isn't it? And then the little hamster picture in the back, that was what we got off of Hamster, our friend who gave us the twins, who then needed a home and needed mummies, daddies, or just a daddy. I wanted to get just a daddy, actually. But I got the mummy and the daddy second hand. I'm not showing you the baby stuff, am I? I'm just showing you the Sylvanians that I've been doing. So this is Amelia. She's the latest visitor to Bert's caravan, and she's met him down here at the shop so she can get her supplies. These are from blind bags. These are little ones. You can get them from blind bags. I saw them in Asda this week. So this is the outside of Daisy's stores, really looking good. And then I have this one next. This is my next. This is what I'm thinking about now for the alpacas that came all the way from Ireland. So this is the one I'm going to be working on next. And so there we are, all swept up. And now, oh, here's some flowers. Sorry, yeah, I should have showed you the flowers. So here are some flowers. These won't fit in there though, really. This is one of those bases. So then that supposedly fits in there. This one doesn't have a shelf because I think that's how that one's made, to go like that. Some of them you get them with a shelf. You see, then you can just line up all your shelves. And what else did we get in that range? I think we got the flowers that's in Daisy's bedroom. We got the feeder up here. Somehow the chicken's made his way all up here. I think we got a bird. There's a bird somewhere that's meant to go with that, but I've probably put the bird elsewhere on the display. I probably put the bird elsewhere. And what else did I get? I got a fish tank. What have I done with a fish tank? So I did also get a fish tank. I can't see the fish tank. No fish tank over there, is there? No. And I know the fish tank isn't down here. Ah, there it is. So we also had a fish tank as well. I sent Sheena one and she got a turtle. I love that one, but I haven't been able to get the turtle. So that's like a fish tank one. So I was going to show what I've got in this basket. This is an old nursery basket. So we can have a look and I can show you what I've got in there. And you can see a big theme. I like clowns. We can talk about that as well. I've got shoes, baby shoes here. I think there's another pair on the bottom as well. A bigger pair on the bottom. I've got shoes as well. Oh, who's that? Emma, the explorer. Come on then, Emma. You want to come out, do you? Want to show me? Ah, we found a what's it? A frog. I nearly said a turtle. A frog. Emma's the explorer. And they found a frog, look. Wowzers. Okay, you can't see Pete. Oh, Emma does. I guess maybe Emma doesn't want to be around there anymore. Do you want to come over here, Emma? I was looking for Peanut to see if I could check. There she is. Peanut and Millie. Right, Peanut. So I got looking after Peanut for the week while her mum and dad are on holiday. Peanut is my middle daughter's dog. Middle daughter is here from Ireland. Ah, seems like she was here a few weeks ago because of the upset that we had in the family. The very sad event. So she popped back then for a few days. And yeah, she's back here now. And then I don't know if I don't see her then, I don't think, until November. You want to go with these guys? Hey, Emma? Emma's the wanderer, aren't you, Emma? Yeah, you're going to be in charge of the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, the Scouts. Hey, when you get bigger. Is that what you reckon? So I'm just waiting for this little, I'm just waiting for another wall just to go down there. So this is 1/12 size. This is too small, really, for the Sylvanians, for the big guys, but perfect for the little ones. And I've got like mini sheep and things like that, so it's perfect just for like scene setting. So if you see, there is Grandpa. Grandpa Alpaca. I love this Persian cat. Let me show you close up. Look at this one. It's so furry. Look at her. Isn't she cute? With her school bag. Oh, so blooming cute. And then my middle daughter does crochet. So she crocheted this without a pattern as a cot, as a crib. But for not these twins, for another set of twins, vintage twin babies I've got, but it's too big. So she's taken measurements away with her on her holiday, and we'll sit there when she can and do a bit of crocheting. Doesn't take her long to do it, but I should make that into a crib, maybe for the big baby up here who doesn't really fit in that one, but I have nothing else for her to go in. But maybe, or him, maybe he'll fit in that one now. Hey mate, got this one off of Amy. I'll just pop that up there. It's just a drink, and then a baby bottle. I'll just pop that up there as well for now, so then I know where those sort of things are. And I'll get this box in a minute and we'll go through that and have a look. There we go. So anyway, how are you all? I'm okay, apart from this allergy or something that I've had, you know, hay fever-ish, something anyway. But then it's been really windy, really wet, really windy. And could have, you know, I could be anything. If I see you like that, then you can have a little bit in the background, look in the background. So it could be any of that, really. So I've just been taking some Piriton. Millie's also got a rash underneath one leg of her belly, and it kind of looks like maybe she's laid on something and been nipped. She had the allergy at Christmas, if you remember, to my regular viewers. She had the allergy at Christmas in her eye, and so we got medication and drops for her eyes. Annie, your drink's up here. Do you want a drink yet? Okay. She's just happy being down here with Mum. Yeah, so maybe now, because she is 13, she'll be 14 in February, sorry. She'll be 14 in January. And so she's like getting old, isn't she? And things are starting to affect her more than what they did before. A bit like me, really. So this is my retro flask. It is not like the old glass flask. This is now plastic, but it does come from thermos. And it really does remind me of the flask I had in the 70s. And the one my dad, when he lived at home, had when he went to work. And so I couldn't resist it when I seen it. Those damn targeted adverts. But it's great for bringing down here. And now me and Russ actually have, you know, we started taking it out when we go out and that. Because the price of coffee, wow, my days. I mean, it's okay, isn't it? Getting a coffee as a treat. I would refuse to pay nearly £4 a day for coffee. That is just me. That's not a treat to me. A treat is like, you know, if you go out with somebody and have a coffee, something like that. And then I still like, don't really want to pay that much. But then there are times when I really want a Costa, really want a Starbucks, you know, and then it's like a treat because of the price. But yeah, me and Russ, we like our old people flasks. I mean, we've had old people flasks for the last 20 years, really. But not only that, you also get it made as you want it. So I always find in Costa it's too warm, it's too cold. You know, you just get it, drink it up, or it's too milky, drink it up straight away. We went somewhere on Saturday and I had a filter coffee and Russ had a coffee from the machine, and that was so much better because then I had hot milk with it. God, I'm not turning into a grumpy old lady. It does sound like it though, doesn't it? But it's about like, imagine if you bought one coffee a day for 5 days a week. At the minimum, if that's £15, at a minimum, because, you know, say £3, at a minimum. And then I just think, oh my God, that's £60 a month. That is a lot of money a month just on coffee. And if you can just go to Costa and Starbucks and just get a coffee, well played. But before you know it, it's like £10, isn't it, that you've spent if you get other stuff. There is no way on this earth I would do that. I'm sorry, that is me. I have money then for all my other extra treats, don't I? By being frugal in certain areas, like Russ says, if you're frugal in one area, it's because you're going to spend it in another. And he's absolutely right, and that's what we did. That's what we do. But we do actually save a lot. Now we're heading up to our retirement and all of our children are now settled. And I mean, Russ and I have only ever had one holiday abroad together, like what I call an exotic holiday. We went to the Dominican Republic. That's it. You know me and Russ. You've been here for a long time. You've seen us go all around Scotland, around Ireland. And we did have an extravagant holiday for our 50th birthdays. When it was our 50th, it was also our 10th wedding anniversary. And so Russ has always wanted to do a trip in his truck all up round Norway and Sweden and that. And he started going on these like weekend excursions with his truck, with a man that runs them, and he runs them in York, he runs them in Wales. So Russ started, and his boy Will started going on these like adventures, and then the bloke was telling Russ about that he does one for Norway. And so that's what we did. It was expensive because we had to make sure we had all the right gear. It's fuel consumption. Make sure you got the right tires. Staying over in places. We were meant to be camping, but it didn't work out like that because the chap brought his wife and his wife was not camping. So much to me and Russ's, like, we ended up in posh hotels. Because you have to go as a two in case the driver is taken ill, so the other person can drive. So I was like, yeah, I knew that was something he'd always wanted to do. And I was like, yeah, okay, we'll do that then. The only thing I want to do, and it's the one thing I've always wanted to do, is go to excuse me, is go to Venice. Excuse me. So I might do that next year. I want to do it before I get too frail. And I don't mean frail as in old person frail. I mean, with my fibro, I've noticed, and my chronic fatigue and that I'm just worse. I'm just worse. When we went to Longleat with Jack for his first birthday, our grandson, me and my daughter's wife, she's disabled, we shared a mobility scooter between us. We hired a mobility scooter and just used it so that we both would, you know, we could really enjoy the day. It's a lot of walking. It's really, I find it really tiring. In like my whole body gets tired. So I haven't videoed since the day I uploaded Sarah's video because I've been so busy, and then that makes me really tired, of course. It's recovery, not rest. I'll tell you what I've been up to. Cheers. What are you drinking? I'm drinking coffee. What's your beverage of choice? Mine is coffee. Yeah. I think it's because I'm always so tired and it's a little bit of a stimulant. So my body is always craving a little bit of a stimulant. And it also craves sugar because it wants the energy. But I don't need sugar because I don't move enough. So there we go. It's a whole battle, isn't it, when you have chronic illnesses? I do drink flavoured teas as well. In fact, I haven't had any flavoured tea for a little while, but now my middle daughter drinks flavoured tea, so she's home, so I got some in again. Because that's what she does. Even though she's not here, they're away. They're having a Monday to Friday break. But she'll be here. She was here the weekend. She'll be here next weekend. So the reason I've been so busy is because our garden produced 5 kilograms of green tomatoes all at once, and they won't ripen. It's too cold. We are getting a really bad cold spell, and we've had so much rain the last 3 days. Today is the first day it's not rained for 3 days. It doesn't even look like it's going to rain later either. We've also picked all of our beetroot now. I love beetroot. Love it. I think I've frozen some and Russ has pickled some. Cucumbers. We didn't even plant any cucumber seeds, but we have been blessed with cucumbers. I tell you, when you use your own compost, you never really know what's going to come out, because you're going to get some rogues somewhere. We've had rogue potatoes, rogue cabbages, which didn't grow, but they grew up enough to feed the butterflies, and rogue cucumbers. We were like trying to figure out what they were, and I said, I'm sure they're going to be cucumbers, and they were. But my rogue, my pumpkin I planted 2 years ago has never materialised, so I don't know what's happened to that. And we've had loads of carrots. I've frozen loads of carrots. Beans, we've ate them as we've pulled them. The stringy beans, you know, the runner beans, we've ate them as we've pulled. Peas we've ate as we've pulled. But just this last week, oh, that was it, Bramley apples. So where my husband has his work unit, it's got an apple tree there. Nobody else wants the apples. Last year it didn't produce, but I think it's because it was too overgrown around it. And we got blackberries there as well. The blackberries have been really rubbish this year, and I don't know if that's because it's too wet there. I don't know. But they were rubbish. They weren't worth picking. But he kept bringing me home, like every day, loads of apples. So my freezer is full. I only have a little freezer, don't I? You know that little one in the kitchen? The little fridge at the top, freezer at the bottom? It's full of packs of apples that have been stewed, that have been sliced and frozen. Like, so I slice them and then I put, spread them out, put some greaseproof paper on top, flash freeze them, and then chuck them all in a bag and do that throughout the day. And then I gave my daughter some, my eldest daughter some, ready for making apple crumbles, apple pies, apple cake. And I've got, we had apple crumble yesterday. That was nice. Just stewed apple. That was nice because I couldn't fit any more in my freezer. Oh yeah, and I use apple for, I use 2 kilograms, I believe. No, 500 grams. Yeah, that sounds about right. For, I made green tomato chutney. Oh my God. You should see how many jars of that I've made. Oh, it's been a lot this week of processing, of harvesting, processing all of this food because I can't stand food waste. So I want to do everything with it and get it all organized. So we also, with the cucumbers, we pickled the cucumbers. Yeah, I can't abide waste because I had food insecurity as a child. Now I probably have for some people too much food, but that usually means that I don't have no pressure to go grocery shopping. You know, yeah, okay, maybe milk. We don't use bread because I make my own sourdough, so we hardly eat any bread. Milk is probably the only thing I religiously go grocery shopping for, like every few days. No, I don't even do that. Maybe twice a week. Because I do try and keep a lot of food in that aisle. So if I don't want to go shopping, I know that I've got some stewing meat in there. I've got stewing meat that I can add with tinned tomatoes. Not tinned tomatoes. That I can add with tinned potatoes, because we don't eat a lot of potato actually either. Tinned potatoes if we want to. Frozen peas or stew, anything. I know that I've got meals in my freezer that if I don't go out for a few days, then we're sorted. Because Russ takes a wrap every day. We also make them in bulk and then put them in. So he's probably got about 2 months worth of wraps. No, maybe a month at a time worth of 30. What is 8, 26, 24, 36. It's 2 a day, 10. 20, 30, 40. Yeah, maybe 2 to 3 weeks worth of wraps. And then we do the process all again of making wraps for him. Just so that I don't have the pressure of going shopping when I don't feel like it. What happens if I get near to the end of my food? Well, I don't. Very rarely will I get near to the end of the food because there's always tinned food. There's always tinned vegetables. There's always pasta. There's always tinned tomatoes. We don't have tinned meat, but there's always something in the freezer. There's always something in the freezer because I hate cooking. I really do. I hate cooking. I hate shopping. I mean, who told you as a woman that for the rest of your life you're going to be responsible for making meals in the evening? Nobody told me that. I made sure to tell my kids that. Oh, dear I. But I love them. I love the season coming now. So when is it? Autumn? Is it the 22nd of September? I don't know. I think that sounds about right to me. Now we're going to have lots of I love the food for this time of year, the comfort food, the cottage pie, the shepherd's pie. Oh, love it. Love it. I do like salads and that, but had enough of them now. I like sausage, beans and mash, all those sort of things. Yeah. So that's why anyway, let's go back to last week, Carol. Stop talking about food. So that's why I haven't videoed since Sarah's, because I've been trying to get this food, all this stuff, all the chopping and everything. And I love chopping vegetables. I know people might think I'm weird, but I do. I love chopping vegetables. So you might like to do the ironing. Well, I hate doing ironing. It's great after I've done it and I can see, look, you've made all of that. Look as good as that. Lovely. I hate it though. It's a chore to me. But chopping, I don't mind chopping. Though I did chop a lot, so my wrists were killing me. I just was like, just going to bed. I'm just like, oh. And then Saturday we've had our little boy for the day. And I did share those pictures with you. We went on a tram, and right at the end, if I remember, I'll add a little video. We went on a really old electric tram. It's a heritage one, with Jack, and it was fine going out. It absolutely poured down on the back, and Russ and Jack were the only two sat at the top. And Jack loved it. He loved every bit of it. When they got off, I changed him all into dry clothes. And Russ is like, Mrs., don't do that. He's fine. He's fine. I'm like, he's a baby. Let him get blooming changed into dry clothes. It's not cold. It is just very, very wet and windy. But anyway, so we did that. And it's near the beach. So we caught it in a little village. And then went down to the seaside, had fish and chips, and caught it back again. And then I had to go and get some grocery shopping. And so we did that as well, because he loves being in a shopping trolley. He loves anything that with wheels, anything that moves. He absolutely loves it. So he loves being in a shopping trolley. So we did that then. And so yesterday's a recovery day, because Grandma is like, what day is it? What time is it? Well, I don't even know what's going on. So yeah. And so there we go. Now I'm filming from today. Back to it. So let's get this box down then. Okay. I do have stuff like spread out all over the place. So, but this is my basket that I tend to keep everything in together. I think what I will probably do is empty it out and then gradually put it back in and then show you. Does that sound like a plan, Stan? Let's empty it out then. Because then I can show you the bottom of it. Oh dear, where did you go? Oh, I just dropped something there. Come here, you. You're not going to come here. Okay. Oh my gosh, I've just found a white feather in the bottom of there. How cool is that? Look. I just found a white feather in the bottom of there. Somebody's come to say hello to me. Oh. Makes me a bit emotional. Just give it a wipe out the bottom actually. So thank you for asking what was in the basket. I did see, right now you can also get a basket with legs on. An organising basket with legs on that matches this design. I missed out on it when I bid for this. So I got this off of eBay. I missed out for it then. And then I saw the other day on Facebook Marketplace, somebody had one for sale. But she said it was too big to post. And I understand that. You know, for some people, it's just too much. If you're not feeling up to organising a box and getting it all packed up, then you're not feeling it, are you? So I hope everybody else is going to enjoy this. Show and tell. Show and tell, Caroline. But I have been asked. Oh, where's my rubbish bag there? So this is the basket. This is the bottom. I can't tell you how big it is. About 30, 45 centimetres. It's oval shape, so not really diameter. It's oval shape. But there's the inside. Absolutely cute as can be, that inside of that basket, isn't it? What I think I'll do is put the basket on this little table here, and then you can watch me fill it. Sound like a plan? Sound like a plan? We just have to get rid of these school kids. Come here, guys. There we go. Try not to drop them everywhere. Get this little bit of stuff out of the way. I tell you, I am almost, with my Sylvanian families, almost completed. We don't really need any more. She says, I've already seen something I want in Smith's Toys, for God's sake. That's a big waterfall. Wouldn't that be a great adventure? I've just got to finish off. I've just got to make a start on the alpaca one, but I think about things before I do it. I think my eyes start getting itchy, so I'm sorry you've got to put up with my eyes. So here's the basket here. So blooming cute. Let's take a photo of that. Okay. So what I like to do is have stuff further at the back here, because then you can like prop stuff up against it. So I know this isn't a vintage, but it is an old picture of a book called Learning with Mother, the Ladybird Under 5 series. And I just thought that is really cute. It's just a tin thing. I think I paid maybe £5 for it on eBay, maybe not even that much. I was looking at stuff I could put behind. I mean, look, it's got the little washing up bowls, the plain washing up. And a brand new bib, still in its packet, from Boots. It's a terry bib with a pink trim. Baby and child. Love it. I like to keep it like that if it comes like that. Thermal vest. So these are the vests that I tell you that I put on my reborns. I really don't want to open the packet. Oh, I really don't want to open the packet. But they're short sleeve and they don't have any poppers. Because back then we didn't have any poppers. We didn't have the ones that went under. Because you had huge, great terry nappies on. So they wouldn't have gone over them anyway. Because their bums would have been so big. And then in the newborn ones, I have one of those. Is they tie up. So when you had your baby in hospital, when I had Rebecca, my eldest daughter, I got given one of these tie up ones, and I could bring it home. In fact, I came home with quite a few bits and pieces in the, I didn't have to bring in anything for the baby, which was good considering I was 19 and poor. I'm not sure honestly how old any of this is. So you might say, well, that's not vintage. Might not be vintage, but it's retro then, let's just say that. So this is a nappy cover, and I've got some out here. I'm going to show you. This isn't the one, is it? No, that's the Tesco's one. Here we go. So they're more like like at the moment you see a lot of people buying those disposable covers that I've got all different designs on. Well, this is a kind of design like that, so you can put it, it's more like a disposable but it's full terry, you know, it was full terry nappy. And so there's the instructions there on the backlet. There we go. Now I can put this back in here. So why do you like these things? Oh, I don't know. Why does anybody like any, you know, the things that they collect and like? Why do we? I'll try and pull this towards me more, but I've got stuff at the bottom of my feet. Just because it's giving my neck a jam. Why? I don't know. Why do we collect the things we collect? Because we like them, hey? You know, it brings back nostalgia to me when my girls were small. I was 8 when my little sister was born. The sister that we lived together. I was maybe 13. I think Dad lived at maybe 12 or 13 when my youngest brother was born. No. When another brother was born. My youngest brother was born, gosh, probably when I was like 20. Yeah, 20. I think I had Rebecca. And my dad and his wife then had a baby. Yeah, I believe that's right. Yeah. So I've had a lot of babies. You know, and back in those days, you're always around people's houses who have babies. Okay, so I've got this little set. Unfortunately, it has been stored. How it's been stored, the bristles there are not perfect. They never have been. So I try and get it to go back in there properly. But it's such a cute little design, isn't it? Let me just make sure it's in there. The little lamb on the thing. Sorry, let me show you. It's not, I don't think it's faded. With the little comb and the little toy. So cute. I think it was more like a christening like gift back then. So it's in the original box. With dust on. But I bought it when it was like that, so I can't remember. Somebody else might remember. I can't remember where I got it from. I put this in now, and I'll hold back a little bit. So I really liked this bowl. I've got a bowl and a plate, and it is made in Cornwall in England with the little bears. Such a lovely print. I don't know. I think I'm not sure if it's a print or if it's actual proper painted. Because I can't see where I've looked and looked and looked, but I can't see where it would have been like rubbed on or fired on. But it could well be. It's got 2 bears, a bunny rabbit, and some little birds and a butterfly. And there's the thing in the back. Not sure where I picked that up. It says Kernwick pottery made in Cornwall, and it's got a plate. But it didn't have the cup, unfortunately, and I believe it probably would have been a whole set, like again a christening gift. I can't again. I try to, but it just looks too well done to be painted. So I feel like it is some sort of transfer. If anybody knows, let me know. I get warm in here. Okay. Some little scratch mitts. Little yellow scratch mitts. for newborn babies baby wear. So I don't know where that came from. If anybody knows where baby wear came from, please let me know. And I got these shoes back over here. These are from Adams. So Adams shoes would have been what my younger two daughters would have had more of. I think these, I think you can get quite a few pairs. I think I've seen quite a few pairs of these. They say made in China, see, so they're not, they are when we started then getting more and more stuff back over here. But they haven't fitted on any of my reborns. I can't bear to throw them away. Not Adams. Though Adams was a really good baby store. And but our Adams had electric doors, and oh my god, my youngest daughter used to love it if you let go of her in there, because she would try and run out. She was a horror she was for running off. Okay, and if I put the cup in, so then there's this pottery, what's it called? This is made in England as well. Debonair pottery ironstone ware. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And that on the back. That's so cute, isn't it? So sweet. Just pop that in there, and then I can pop stuff in that. Where are we? Oh, we've got another nappy here. Yes, I forgot. So I've got a terry nappy. Got a terry nappy, because you need to have a terry nappy in there, don't we? And I have got some nappy pins now. Thank you to my really sweet friend, Sarah. Some nappy pins. Thank you very much, Sarah. Which are always great for display. And then I bought this ages ago. It's just a little brooch that says mother. It's just really cutie. Just put that in there so I can keep the nappy pins and that on there as well. I just keep this badge down here, just, you know. I don't think it's old. I think it's a reproduction of, you know, but I do like it. I'm going to keep the shoes out at the moment because I don't have the shoes in there. Okay. And then a bottle. Is this, I can't remember what it's called. Child of Mine. Oh, who can remember this? I can't remember what it's called. The design. Oh, but it's so lovely, isn't it? Shining the light, the angel shining the light on the lamb. So cute. Ah, there it is. Precious Moments. That's it. Precious Moments 2000. Licensee Love and Care. Precious Moments. That's it. You can get, like in America, you get all Precious Moments ornaments and that, don't you? I'm not sure where I got the bottle from. I mean, I've had this stuff a long time. Now, my daughter-in-law got me this Play School Humpty Dumpty. Did anybody else have a Play School Humpty Dumpty when they were little? Hang on, we're missing. Are we missing a bit? Isn't there a blue bit on the bottom? Yes. I was going to say, he's got his hands and his feet yet. Hello, Peanut. I'm not going to do it because then you press the lever and he plops up. Jack hates it. Jack absolutely hates it. He hates the surprise element of it. He's too little, isn't he? But I love clowns because my dad loved clowns. But it's not just because my dad loved clowns. It's because my eldest daughter, the big theme at the time when she was born was clowns. And that was from Mothercare. I don't know. I'm sure it was Mothercare, not Boots. But you got the wallpaper. You got everything. I think I've shown you a photo before. And so it's nostalgic for me. And then we get my dad, who loved clowns. But this is what reminds me of my eldest daughter. So at some stage, I found the booties, and at another stage, I found the teddy bear. And they match. And now I believe that you can get, in fact, no, I've seen, Tracy sent me a picture, I've seen that you can get the Cop Mobile, but this might not be from her era. It doesn't have a date on the labels, so it might not be the clown from an era, but it would be nice just to get that and have the collection. And I can put them in my cot. So there we go, mate. You can go there. Little booties can go there. I've got more little booties. So these are booties from when my children were small. So you didn't put shoes on children. I don't like to see little ones in shoes, even though I've got them, because they look cute, don't they? But these are what all my children wore when they were little. They're called padders. I don't know what you used to call them, but we used to call them padders. And these have clowns inside. These pink ones. Babies, corduroy beauties. We just called them padders. And it's because a child's foot is still developing. So you've got to, let their feet grow, let their toes expand. It's like now Jack wears shoes because it's going to be winter and he's going to be walking. He's going to need to have shoes on. So we've had to train him to start wearing shoes. He much prefers not wearing shoes. I mean, he'll put his shoes on. Don't get me wrong. He knows what he's got his shoes for, and he knows that if he's got his shoes on, it means he can go out. So it means he's going out. So he knows that, and he's keen to get them on. But I think most people would prefer to be in bare feet. Wouldn't most of us prefer to be in bare feet? I mean, I got bare feet now. And that's because that's what we had. Does that make sense? Like it's sensory, isn't it, with nothing on your feet? Oh, then I just keep these clothes pegs in there. They're nothing, but they're just they're older than the modern ones. I mean, if you really had these from back then, they would be all different colours. They might feel a bit slimy in places. And yeah. So I just got them there. I don't ever remember these being anything like a real vintage toy, but this has got a stag in it, I think. This one's got a stag in it, but maybe it's older than what I think. It's very plastic. I think they were made in Japan. No, not Hong Kong. I think they were made in Hong Kong. And then there's this one. I bought this one, didn't I, at the toy? Did I buy this one at the toy fair? The Dolls and Teddy Fair, which there is one at the end of this month, but I won't be going to that. The next one I'll be going to, hopefully, fingers crossed, toes crossed and everything, is November at Gaydon. So hopefully me and Mo can have a good old chat. Somebody sent me Monchichi. Now my daughter-in-law likes the Monchichi. They're done bottle, don't they? Can she take it? I don't think so. I think it's too big. But anyway, she goes in there. Actually, she might go in that cradle from my daughter that my daughter made. I just put this in here because back in the 70s, when my sister was born, she had a lot of knitted toys in her bouncy. She had a big bouncy pram, probably a Kensington. Yeah, not a Balmoral. She didn't have a Balmoral. Step Monster. I'm sure she had a Kensington. It was loaned. And she had a lot of knitted toys in there. And so I just thought I'd keep that because I bought that, didn't I? Did I get that or got given it or something? I bought that at the last Doll and Teddy Fair at Gaydon. It says 1950s, £5. So I hope it was. It is from the 1950s. Can't see any reason for lying. But people do make mistakes, don't they? They believe things, they make mistakes. But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they do. Oh, there's another pair of white shoes. I don't know why. Why I was just so crazy about all these things. I really like just apologising to my children because they're going to have to sort out all mum's stuff one day. I like this one. This is from 2000, I think. I don't think it has anything on it. Oh, it might do. No, I believe this is from 2000. So again, not old, but I like it. These are older. Get them. I remember the little boys in the family and the girls having these because you didn't care about colours then. You just got all hand-me-downs. And if you were lucky enough to get dresses, you got dresses. But a lot of it was hand-me-downs. They are just so bright and cheerful. They're very 80s and 90s, aren't they? I think Harry has worn them. So when I have my Nala kit, I think he wore them. And then all I've got in there now. Oh, I've got this doll's tag. There's a doll up there. She's a tiny blessing doll. Let me just get her. This doll here is a tiny blessing doll. This was her tag. It's good to keep tags on, you know, for my daughter when she sells it all. So I'll keep the tag in there. You can go back up there, Missy, can't you? And then I've just got a couple of toys now. I've got lots of like little toys all around. But I think my favourite is that cat one there with the balls. I just love that one. So I do have these in here. Probably because I've got nowhere else to put them really. So that's my basket. That's what was in Caroline's. What's in Caroline's basket? Oh, I've got a bit of room in there now. Now we've started out. Why have we got room in it? Oh, this one doesn't go in there, but this is a bottle carrier, and it is the same sort of. I mean, you can buy them today, buy them cheap, but it is the same sort of thing that I would have had for my eldest daughter when I used to have her bottle. She was born in the summer, so she would be having something like this. Put that back up there, and then there was one more thing I want to show you. What was that? Hello, Peanut. Oh, the reins. Yes, the reins. These were a good find. These reins were a good find, weren't they? But they look really new, so I don't know. I don't know if they're just retro because they're just old looking, or if they are actually of the time, because this strap is completely different. But you put the straps on the D-rings in the old prams, and so they would have that. They would sit up so they wouldn't fall out. You know, we did look after our kids back in the day. You might not think so. Some of you more younger models, younger mummies and daddies, we did try and look after our kids back then. Anyway, I've got, goodness me, picking you up, and I'm dropping other things here. Where's that? Did I drop something else off there? No. It's okay. I see you. You're not coming up here with Grandma, no. No, you're not coming up with Grandma. Oh, yes, got a pair of rubbers. In the nursery, in the house, I've got a pair of actual proper rubbers. These are rubbers, so this is what you call rubbers. You would have put them over the terry nappy. But I've actually got the old, like the one colour ones. I think these are more modern. But Rebecca had like, kind of like a beigey rubber ones. You're right in there talking to Annie, are you? I've also, what I forgot to do is, I just want to put on, let me turn you around. Oh my gosh, I was videoing away, talking to you, and I haven't pressed board. So I also put on the 2 badges. I've been to Mother Care and the Start Right shoes. Auntie Sarah's a Start Right shoes, that are her favourite. And I think, Joanne, did you say Start Right shoes as well? And anyway, there it is. We've got a little gap. But also I was telling you, wasn't I, that there is a, you can get a standing one. So this is like the tabletop, and then you can get a standing unit. So I think it's rectangle though here, not oval like this. I think it's rectangle. Then it's on a stand, and then it's got a little shelf in between. So you can get one of those as well. So I will be on a hunt to find one that will allow postage. But there's our little basket today. And also, Debbie gave me my tiny tears. I'm so grateful for that, Debbie. Thank you so much. I love her. She is sat behind us. I think she sat on a Mother Care liner, a Mother Care chair liner. And I've been looking for a dummy for her, but I got outbid on one recently, and they are like hen's teeth. But while I was looking, I came across this one on eBay. I know this isn't for tiny tears, but I just couldn't resist this either. Made in Hong Kong. Look. Oh, look at that. Look at that baby bottle. And the dummy. Isn't that cute? Oh my days. I just love it. So yeah, I came across that too. So wow, and where is she? She is, there she is. There she is. That's my tiny tears wearing a Silver Cross outfit. She's got a Silver Cross toy that came from one of our viewers, and she sat in a Mother Care, I believe, liner for a seat. Oh, I totally love my new cot. Totally love it. And it's just empty. I might do, yeah, I said just now, I might do another coffee and a chat this week, because I want to talk about the doll show, because Sarah and I are going to the meetup, providing we're both well enough. We do have our tickets, and providing we're both well enough, because both got chronic illnesses, we are going to Bristol. I mean, for me, it's easy. It's an hour up the road. For Sarah, it's an hour and a half, and then an hour from me up. So hopefully we can make it, and then I'll talk about that, because I love the doll shows. I'm also going to film Henry, because a couple of people have asked to see Henry, which is the pickle kit, and I know a lot of people like to see the kits. Yeah, so I don't know. I like I say, I have empty space. And I'm thinking about selling Elijah, but really cheap, really cheap. I paid 175 for him, maybe 100. So I might sell him. Keep your eyes on Instagram, or send me a message if you're interested, and I will just sell him. Yeah. What I like, eh? Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good week. Look for joy. Look for joy in all of the little things. Gradually, each little thing will become a bigger thing. Believe me, I know it will happen. Just the little things, like today is sunny and dry. Praise the Lord, it's sunny and dry. And I'm going to have food in my belly, and I'm lucky enough to have a roof over my head. So I feel joyful. And if you can't feel joy in that, maybe you can find some little smidgen of joy somewhere. All right, just do that. Hello to all our subscribers, and our members, I mean. So, sorry, my daughters are messaging me. We have a group message. That's what all the beeping is you can hear. Members, channel members, I want to do lives, and it's going to be lives with only channel members. Channel members are paying members of my channel. And it will be for the people who pay $5.99 a month. And the reason is because then I can keep a track on. Easier to keep track on opening up a live to the world. All right. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. that big long hide out there. So they've spotted an osprey. It's busy on the railway today. You see the water, Jack, and all the birds. Wow.